Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
Best not to mention the Anvil of the Void, I would say. I bear a crown from Paragon Caridin for his chosen king.
Caridin was trapped in the body of a golem. This warden granted him the mercy he sought, releasing him and destroying the Anvil of the Void.
Thanks, Ogren.
Before he died, Caridin forged a crown for Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors themselves.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! This crown is of Paragon make, and bears House Hortan's ancient seal. Tell us, Warden, whom did Caridin choose?
We don't want to say one, that's for sure. But yeah, you can decide to all of a sudden completely choose someone else right here. It's kind of funny. But we're sticking with Harrowmont.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Harrowmont is your king. Stand behind him.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
Alright, let's work on the dashers.
Got it.
Definitely sore losers. Okay. Ogren got a level. Still got a few more of them. I know. This one? Can't get into that position, I guess. Stun him. I can't even get to him amongst everyone.
Alright. all right? Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
The entrance memory! Attack!
Well, I suppose that could have been worse.
Nice way to finish this.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
Sounds good. Show them you're a strong king and they will follow you.
I prefer to be known as a just and compassionate king. Strong too often comes to mean tyrannical, but I will not leave this uprising unpunished. Those loyal to the throne will begin preparations for a surface mission immediately. Orzammar will fulfill its treaties. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
Don't I get a statue or something in my honor? I think that might be asking a little too much in this situation. Just make sure your army is there when I call for it.
I will. This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's II. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be remembered, Warden.
Got it.
That's all he had. It's a little disappointing. Mines commander is in here.
You will always have a place in King Harrowmont's court.
Orzammar is finally in good hands. Can you believe Balin doesn't know when he's lost?
Don't worry, Warden. We'll put down this rebellion. The Assembly paid you great honor, Warden.
See what that staff was. It's not that Harrowmont staff. 1 magic, 2 constitution. I mean, it's better. There's no reason not to. Okay, Ogren. Leave. Yes. Oh, I can't remember what I wanted on him next, though. I might have to look at these real quick. I know I don't want Templar. I want either Reaver or Champion. Let's see. Penalty attack and a knockdown. Give bonus to attack and defense to allies while this mode is active. Now increases attack in addition to its defense. And Warcry now knocks opponents off their feet unless they pass a physical resistance check. Well, let's see what Reaver had. Absorb the lingering energy of all nearby corpses, each of which partially restore the Reaver's own health. Making a target cower in fear unless it passes a mental resistance check. Aura Pain. Constant spirit damage while this mode is active, as do all enemies nearby. can be useful. The Reaver gains large bonuses to damage whenever health decreases. As this mode also incurs a penalty to health regen. Or flirt with death the longer the frenzy persists. I don't think Reaver would be too good for me either, though. If I recall, I like going with Champion on pretty much all the warriors. Just because they have that knockdown, which means easy backstabs for me. So let's do that war cry. I forgot to do his stats. Okay, let's see here. That should be fine. Now... what armor do we have? Since I have 38 strength now, I could put this on. Heavy helmet. I think we will. Don't really want to put any of the massive on. I might go with a few pieces later when Alistair has some of the pieces I want, and we'll be able to hold threat way better by comparison.
Your role in this election will long be remembered, Warden.
Alright, let's go around, do some of the other
assembly
things.
is in recess until King Harrowmont can address them.
And we should have access to the rest of the palace now as well.
You are stone-carved, Warden. I've never seen the like.
Oh.
If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you.
Scott, it was at the trenches.
Arrest impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
Can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
Ooh, persuasion. We need you topside. Show the world your skill.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
Fine.
Long live King Harrowmont.
Atrasvala. We are glad to have you here.
The Prince values your support, Warden.
I'm glad we have a king again.
Your service to House Iduken does you credit.
Technically, I wasn't really with House Iduken, though. Whatever.
Are you with that warrior girl who's always here?
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition.
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
Alright, well, I have something for you.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
I have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Alright, so after we finish up here, we'll go right back to that building we were just in. Okay, now I can interact with that.
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
I have some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Caridin's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Caridin's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Caridin and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once. Impressive work, Warden. King, is there something more I can help you with? Okay. Your presence has...
Let's see if I can figure out what he gave me. No clue. Probably something in other. We didn't get any weapon or armor.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Quest completed. Codex updated. Oh yeah, it was that piece, that's right. By virtue of honor, ancestry, and great personal sacrifice on the part of its last descendant, the joining of House Ferald in the Legion of the Dead is recognized as worthy of investigation by the memories. If the lineage proves intact and sufficient, relations of the Legion of the Dead may be acknowledged as minor nobility, albeit with restrictions. This minor house will now undergo the generational process of admittance to the memories. May honor come to its descendants. I never went back to this. There must always be another to take up arms against the darkness. That is the core of true family beyond kin and the unifying link that will bring day to night and allow the fallen to rest. Okay. That was from that like amulet or something we picked up right before we fought the brood mother.
Shh! I'm doing very important work.
Actually interact with this
I'll
again.
get on it.
Okay. Should already have had that. Unless it gave me more. Oh, okay. You have walked the path of the Shaper and documented the stone. The blessing of the Shaper is yours to wield in the carving of a new path. One for tomorrow's Shaper to follow. Okay, I guess it's because I found all the rest of them.
Got it.
Actually, I think I can go ahead and do this. More proficient with two-handed weapons, now deals closer to normal damage with the offhand weapon. Gaining bonus to attack and defense. Yeah, I should.
Can I get you a ladder?
Alright. Here she is.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Any money you could spare would help.
And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
5 gold, I'll take it. And level her win. Now, I don't plan to use any of the other specializations for anything. I just don't care much for any of the mage ones for the builds I go for. So what we want, I believe, is whatever has the most willpower. So that doesn't have 2 constitution, 2 spell power. 2 constitution, 1 armor. Being the healer, this one could be more effective though. For that extra armor. I think we'll go with it. And we can get Cleansing Aura. While this mode is active, waves of healing and cleansing energy emanate from the caster, restoring health to all nearby allies every few seconds and curing injuries of allies close to the caster. So now injury kits, while we have her in the party, will be completely unneeded. I'm gonna have to put that on. She doesn't need Stone Fist.
I shall do so.
Takes quite a bit, but it's definitely going to be effective.
They're opening rooms for us on the old Orton estate. Because of you, my family's dreams came true.
Glad to help.
Now's better than later. I'm glad we have a king again.
Prince Balin was cheated out of his birthright.
Long live King Harrowmont.
Oh, come on, he was killing his way up the line.
Greetings. Ancestors watch your path, Grey Warden.
Okay, let's explore the palace. I want to say there's a quest in here I might not be able to do right now, too.
Long live King Harrowmont.
With that out of the way, perhaps we can finally resume trade.
King Endrin can rest in peace now.
Long live King Harrowmont.
This dude's still standing in here.
Thanks again, Warden.
Don't think we have anything else to get back here.
Atrasvala.
Paramount will be a good king, I hope. I'm sending my sons to help King Harrimont put down this rebellion.
You are always welcome on these estates, Warden.
House Harrimont will not forget you.
House Harrimont considers you one of its own.
House Harrimont owes you everything.
Thank you for having faith in House Harrimont.
Harrimont's a little old to be king, isn't he?
You are always welcome on these estates, Warden.
You will always be welcome here.
I will not forget who won me this throne.
No, just
ancestors favor King
do as
Harrimont.
we made a deal on.
Greetings.
Harrimont's a little old to be king, isn't he?
Okay. Check where we couldn't access before.
Greetings.
It's all locked.
Greetings. Greetings.
Long live King Harrimont.
Now,
Long live King Harrimont.
all
Greetings.
wouldn't talk to this guy.
King Balin will never give up the throne.
That's what I thought.
Guards, attack!
I think he's already lost the throne, man. He's a little bit dead.
Let's see what you're made of!
Oh, I still have to backstab him.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? That's right! Come on!
Time to be crushed.
Got it. This'll be fun. Excellent.
Easy enough.
Got it.
Large flawed. Royal bedroom. I think this was Endrin's room, and Harrimont really hasn't set up in here yet. Balin's room. A letter from Rika. My dearest Prince Balin, you are too kind to me. I am a small and insignificant thing, and I do not deserve your attention, but your willingness to tolerate my presence shows you to be a prince among men. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful necklace you presented to me. I will cherish it always, and I promise I will wear it at our next meeting. I know my gratitude means nothing to you, but I must say again, thank you. I will always be your humble and devoted servant. Yours truly, R. So that's about it. Okay, this is the quest I was talking about.
Please be quiet. My patient needs a rest. Fools and their politics. The poison was probably imported as a king killer, and she got dosed by mistake. Never seen anything this potent.
Can I help?
Warden, I don't know. Maybe you've seen something like this on the surface. Maybe you've used something like it. If you can chase these things down, I'll thank you, but I won't get my hopes up. The stone will take her soon.
Exotic methods.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time. There's nothing I can do but wait. It's all but inevitable.
As you like.
Okay, requires Master Herbalism. Okay. So I'll have to get that up right away. What are we at? Have to be maxed.
Any luck, Warden? She doesn't have much time. There's nothing I can do but wait.
Okay. I should probably have some points saved up on Morgan, and she's an herbalist too. So we'll just bring her here at a later time. Treant's journal. Okay, well, I did pull up that journal, but it had quite a bit on it. Do I have this house down already? No, I don't. It had quite a bit on it, but it was all stuff that happened in the noble origin, pretty much. So it wasn't worth going through it again. There was a lot of it there. Now I believe that's all the spots. Yeah, so we just have the quest here right now.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple, and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I give up.
And thus I...
Good day to you. Is it true all the wardens are dead?
Well, not all.
Harrowmont, fools! Only Balin can move us forward.
Well, he's a little dead.
Let's see what you're made of!
Oh, I guess they wouldn't just yet.
Let's see some blood! At you! Got it. All right. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright, I'm not sure if there's anything new in here, but best go ahead and take a look.
This isn't over!
Balin will still be king!
Okay, well, it's the first thing to happen here. Why would they want to fight me? I mean, come on, I took them 1-on-2. Okay. I had some respect for them too.
Just so you know.
Nothing to get from them either. Wonder how many others are gonna attack me. Okay. Right hand. That's a perfect kind of pull.
What in horror? And I rip you apart!
Henchman.
You will wish satisfying
I don't even know where this guy came from.
beneath my foot.
That'll teach you. You'll get no mercy from me. All right. Show them no mercy. It's a massacre, and no one's getting out alive.
I'll take the experience though.
Got it.
Almost full though. Not this guy.
I've been sick for days. You should have seen me last week.
Well, at least one of them are smart. Alright, so looks like that was it in here. Nothing else.
I'll get on it.
So, I have a question for you, dwarf.
Oh, sounds like you're passing a stone there. Get it? Passing a stone?
I do get it, yes. My question is this. Had the Anvil of the Void not been destroyed, does it believe the dwarves would have used it?
You mean to create more golems? Oh, yes. Faster than you could squish a nug.
Even knowing the agony that it caused, they would still inflict it on others?
No need to inflict it. There'd be plenty ready and willing to sign up, just as you did. There's fewer and fewer of us each year, and the Darkspawn never run out. If it meant saving Orzammar, there'd be plenty who'd become a golem, sure.
Does it think it was wrong to destroy the Anvil, then?
No. Sometimes people need to be kept from doing stupid things, even for good reasons.
It is referring to its former wife?
I think some statues should sod off and ask their sodded questions to someone else.
Right, yeah, we're getting to the point where Ogren said now he's actually part of the team. So he's going to be involved in those now.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck?
Well, let's go ahead and lie. It's for the best. I'm sorry. Ruck's dead.
Oh, my poor boy. I guess I knew, but I just wish I could have seen him one last time. Here, this is my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I don't have anyone to save it for anymore. I'd like you to have it, for what you risked to bring me this news.
When approved also.
ancestors cherished my...
Let's look at it real quick. It's okay.
Voice spirit.
Okay. We now have sovereigns for this. Let's go ahead and make that deal.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw.
Been through
and
this.
that's not much of a uniform.
Persuade.
Oh, you looking for... Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few...
You hear what you're asking?
Like about who... The laws are meant... You can keep it, or... Since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Alright. Persuasion now too. 50's a bit much when you've got no options. Make it 40.
You haggle like a merchant born. Deal. Here's the lyrium then. You probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
Alright.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. You make it to the tower yet?
Not quite yet.
Pleasure.
You think the new king will throw some coins for good?
All right.
You're back. You got more business for me?
Alright, I believe I just had some traps. Or not traps, but plans to get. Get this, that one, that one. Okay, looks like all we needed. You know, even though I don't use a lot of these, I don't know, it's just something about it. I need to have them.
King or no king, nothing ever changes in Dust Town.
Ah, Jarvia supporters.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dust? No.
No reason to deal with. Alright.
A little backstabbing never hurt anyone.
Attack me.
So you're the one who killed Jarvia. Do you know what you've done? Jarvia was no paragon, but she looked after her own. Even the nobles wouldn't cross her. If you think we're gonna let you waltz around like you own the place, you're wrong. For Jarvia, attack!
I mean, you want to go down that bad. Move out of the way, Win. Thank you.
Now it's better than ever. Can I get you a ladder? Take my back.
Anything else?
Well, now that they've got a new king, everyone's forgotten about us. Again.
Alright. So, looks like that might be all we have to do here.
Got something in my... sod it.
What are you? Never mind, I don't want to know.
Yeah, that's right. Keep your nose up. You know, just because we don't all live in some tower in the clouds doesn't mean we're worthless.
I didn't.
And furthermore, I don't think I appreciate the way you looked at me last night.
The way I... what?
Oh, you remember. Those longing eyes, hungry for a bit of a tussle.
I never looked at you, dwarf. Definitely not in that way.
Oh, you're right. Must have been the dog.
I think he's had a few too many drinks.
We have leadership again. Thank you, Warden. You're a friend. Spare a few bits for an old... Spare a few bits for an old man.
I'm just going out this way to see what I can find. If there's anything new.
Give me a moment.
Sure. Take your time.
Why, the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Is it that strange to you?
Strange? Strange is your wife turning out to prefer the ladies, not living in a world without a bleeding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
Hail to the Grey Warden!
Forgot that happens if you
Long
actually
live
go out
King
that way.
Harriman.
Because you can technically go out from the deep roads to leave as well, to get to the map anyway, so...
They almost argued themselves into
Took them long
starvation.
enough to reach a sodding decision.
We have a king. The gold will flow again.
You don't hold a grudge for being locked out?
All is well if trade is open. I'll take business over a caste I've never known any day.
Okay, well, I've already asked
Best
the
of
one
luck to
before.
They'll pay a premium until this backlog is moved.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down, that's what. And your wits about you.
What are they on about?
Greetings, milady. Greetings, milady.
Ah, you want to see some of the best previously owned equipment in Thedas, friend?
Did we ever enter the conversation like this? Because I think it was different before, so let's ask this. Previously owned?
Why pay through the nose for new equipment when you can buy it like new for much, much less?
Where do you get this, like, new armor from?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important. The important thing is, it's cheap. And just as good as what you'd find at a smithy. Oh, of course. And remember, everything's covered by Farron's 24-hour lifetime guarantee.
24-hour lifetime. Okay, dude. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to be just short on buying all the recipes, so I'll just leave them here for now. Besides, don't want to be right at empty anyway.
They lost a lot of money with that gate shut. This will
The
sting for
guard
years.
just announced trade may resume.
Who is it? Who's our new king?
Heard a warden straightened them out. Don't care, as long as the gate is open.
Though, I mean, we're bound to get more when we do that quest with the smuggled room anyway.
What can we do?
Just keep your head down.
Orzammar lies this way, no? They make golems in such a place, do they not?
Okay, that was a terrible trigger. Anyway, I guess I'll see you back at camp, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from there.